We are turning athletes into cultural icons.
Hit a drop kings, I bet 100 on myself. I've been all alone, ain't never need nobody else. I'm at the top floor, sipping margaritas off the shelf. Wish I had some competition, but it ain't nobody.
One of the first players we have signed is Tahj Washington, a receiver for USC. Tahj previously was a freshman All-American at Memphis. Had a solid season for USC last year, but I reached out to him because he's the perfect fit of the type of athlete that we would want to work with. Being able to influence culture expands beyond just what you do on the field. Tahj is a chef. We call him Chef Tahj. And to be honest, he's actually a really good chef. So the idea was not only to work with Tahj to help him to build his brand, but to market him as the best chef in college football. And now we get the opportunity to go see him in Vegas play for a Pac-12 championship, which is pretty cool.
I'm finessing, I've been flexing, bitch I'm ballin' with no feelings, yeah. I got problems, but more solutions, bitch I'm switching with no issues, yeah. No fake friends in my circle, the money talking, and I never seen service. Still going in with the same words I started with, yeah, with the same words I started with. I ain't switching up, I ain't changing up, with the same ones I started with.
All right, so I got my Chef Tahj shirt on, ready to support. A win tonight would be huge, but it's an exciting night no matter what happens. I have faith in Tahj.
Pac-12 championship game on Fox, presented by Dr. Pepper. To the pocket, some pressure. He throws down field. Open Tahj Washington. Inside the 5. 48 to put her in. This one is the favorite color pink, but she like green.
We gon' throw a party, make it look like a parade. Full up chain and yellow, Rari, same colors, lemonade. Yeah, yeah. All this money probably shorten up my day. Pull them racks out of my pocket, she forgot about my age. Hit a drop kings, I bet 100.
So I'm in Vegas here with my childhood best friend, Linnell. We got Tahj's game was just last night. It was a disappointing end. Tahj did really well. One of the first plays of the game, had a huge reception, then caught a touchdown right after that. The hype for him, he can have a great bowl game too. Going into next season is going to be huge. We have some big things planned for him. One is we want to get him a car deal. Two, we want to do more with him, big brands, and him being a chef. Three, if you even just look at his own presence, I think he's grown something crazy. Like he's grown like 2,000 to 3,000 followers in a very short amount of time, and that's only going to continue to grow as well. So this momentum's going to hit. For us, for Jaster, things like this it's an investment. You know, we're not making money off of Tahj currently. Tahj is a great example of us making the right investment, and we are going to live or die by Tahj and our athletes in a lot of ways, because we aren't trying to work with 50 of them. We're trying to work with 10 great ones, because Jaster's brand positioning isn't just, hey, we want to work in sports, we want to work with athletes. It's in a way that nobody else is able to deliver for their athletes. Even though this is just our first year, we've made so much progress, and as this continues, we're going to be there. We're already making huge brand name connections. We're already bringing our athletes in deals, and that's in year one. Imagine where we will be in year two. Players like Tahj, they're going to help us to get there, but we got to show up for them every single day, because now the big agencies are coming out of the woodwork to try and sign Tahj. We're not going to let that happen.
Madonna came on with the wave, now we eat at Benihana's. I'm finessing, I've been flexing, bitch I'm ballin' with no feelings, yeah. I got problems, but more solutions.
One thing I've learned in this sports industry, this sports world, my past year of being in it now, is nothing's for certain. It doesn't matter how good of a job you do, how strong of a relationship you build. Money talks. It's all about politics. When you really look at it, players are being hit up by a lot of different people. They rightfully so are paranoid. It's tough, right? Like, you know that you have their best interests at heart. You are willing to invest in them, but you don't know their prior life experiences up to that point. This trust is complicated, right? Trauma is complicated. You are a high-level Division I athlete, pro athlete. A lot of people are coming to you from all angles. You don't necessarily know who to trust, what you should do, when you should do it. There's no playbook on how to be successful off the field. So for us, it really is just like establishing a really good relationship, a really good brand, and everything we have to do has to be done the right way. We have to do the right things. There won't be any amount of shadiness from us. Like, we have to be okay with losing a guy, losing a player, because we need to stay true to ourselves, because that's what's going to help out in the long run. We can't change who we are in order to get a player, and that's what I think a lot of agents, a lot of marketing reps, a lot of people in sports have done, is they compromise their values, they compromise their morals in order to just get by, but it's not worth it in the long run. The only thing that will sustain in the long run is your reputation, is the way you make people feel, the things you do for them. So there are times where it gets discouraging because, you know, you're dealing with young people who have a lot of people that want things from them, and you know you're doing the right thing. That doesn't mean they know it. So you just have to keep doing the right things in hopes that the right people notice it. And then, you know, if they don't go with us, we hope that whoever they do work with does right by them. And if they don't, hopefully they come around and see that you know, we can step in and put them in a good position to be successful.
It's my right, live my life, stay down, stay